Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How is the sound? How is the sound? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How is the sound? Please confirm the sound is very okay. Good morning. Sorry, we're starting the class late. It was due to poor network. So let's go straight to business. If there's anything you want us to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. If there's anything you want us to look at, drop it in the comment section. If you have any question, just drop it in the comment section. If you want to make money, say a buy opportunity on Euro Australian dollar now, you can take this trade. Euro Australian dollar. This is a buy opportunity on Euro Australian dollar. Okay, this is a buy opportunity on Euro Australian dollar, and if you're buying Euro Australian dollar, please apply proper risk and money management. Apply for money management. Okay. Standard trading is a game of probability. You might have a good technical setup, you might see a good technical setup, and the market can still go in the opposite direction, and that is why you have to use stop loss on all trades you execute. So if you are buying from the current market price, set your stop loss 50 pips from your entry price. I hope you get that. If you're buying EurUsd at the moment, set your stop loss 50 pips from your entry price. Okay, your stop loss should be 50 pips below your entry price. All right, good. Okay, we'll look at good in few minutes. So I want us to look at the calendar. Let's check the fundamentals. I think the major news will be released today for dollar. Unemployment claims will be released. Let me confirm it. Okay, unemployment claims would be released by 2:30. So I advise, if you're in USD pairs, you might want to wait for this news to be released. Okay, you might want to wait for this news to be released. The plus was 217, and forecast is 220. Sorry, 220k. The previous was 217. Okay, so I think they're expecting increase. So we'll wait for the actual. If the actual is positive for the dollar, you sell GbpUsd. If it is negative for dollar, you buy currency pairs that have on USD as the counter. I hope that is clear. If the data is positive for the dollar, you sell pairs that have USD as counter, and if the data comes out negative for the dollar, you should buy pairs that have USD as the counter or quote currency. So let's go back to the chart. Okay, so let's start with GbpUsd. Okay, GbpUsd is still bearish at the moment. GbpUsD is what? It is still bearish at the moment. There is a high probability that this the liquidity reside at this previous low will be cleared today. That is my expectation on GbpUsD. They are coming for this low residing the liquidity reside at this previous low. They are coming for that low. Let's start with the daily time frame. That is what sound went up. How is it now? Can you hear me? At what point did I go off? Let me know. At what point did I go off? Few minutes, please. Few minutes, please. Few minutes. Please, at what point did I go off? Let me know. So that I'll repeat what I. How is the sound now? Is it better now? Is it better now? How is the sound? Is it better now? So GbpUsd is still bearish. If you are considering buying GbpUsd, wait for the lows. The liquidity is right residing at this low. Wait before you buy GbpUsd. Okay, wait for this low to be cleared before you buy GbpUsd. So GbpUsd is bearish at the moment. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How is the sound? Is it better? Is the sound better now, Mr. Peps? Is it better? Okay. So my take on GbpUsd is bearish. Now, before the news is released, price might pull back to this resistance. Okay, price might pull back to this resistance area before going bearish. Okay, so those are the two things that is likely going to play out on GbpUsd. Price might pull back, test this resistance area before going bearish, or you could sell after a breakout from this support. Okay, after a breakout from this support, you can sell or wait for price to pull back. Now, price pulling back to this resistance is a probability. It's not guaranteed. It might not pull back there. Okay, it might not pull back, and if the data favors the dollar, then you expect more bearish move on GbpUsd. I hope that is clear. That is why I would suggest you wait for the news to be released by 2:30 before you trade on USD pair, especially GbpUsd, Australian dollar USD, EurUsd released before you execute a trade on GbpUsd. Now let's move to the next pair. EurUsd, like I said, I gave you signal a few minutes ago. You can buy EurUsd at the moment. If you are buying from the current market price, your stop loss should be 50 pips below your entry price. Your stop loss should be 50 pips below your entry price. You should know the lot size you should apply based on your capital, your balance. Okay, 50 pips below the current market price. That is where you should set your SL if you're taking this trade on Euro Australian dollar. It's a buy. Okay, it's a buy. So, or you could also patiently wait for price to break this most recent low high. This most recent low high, you could wait for price to break this high. But if you want to take this trade from this point, your stop loss should be 50 pips below your entry price. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on Euro Australian dollar. Okay, let's look at gold. Gold will be bearish today. That's my expectation on gold. Okay, my expectation on gold is bearish. But let's start with the daily time frame. Let's see how yesterday candle closed. Okay, so yesterday was strongly bearish. A fair value gap was created here. We had a fair value gap here. Okay, we had a fair value gap here that was created. Okay, price just tested that fair value gap, and there was a rejection from that fair value gap, and this support could also be the reason price was rejected from this fair value gap. Okay, so this gap has not been filled, and on a daily time frame also a fair value gap was created here. Okay, fair value gap was created here, as you can see. It's a fair value gap, and price has already filled this fair value gap. Also, we had a support here, which became a resistance. Okay, so if you want to sell Australian dollar gold, sorry, if you want to sell gold, I would suggest you wait for price to break this level 2657.99. That is where you should consider selling gold. Wait for price to break this support, which became a resistance. At the moment, it's a support, right? Price has broken from this resistance. It has become a support. So you wait for price to break this support. If price does not break this support, don't sell. Don't sell. Don't sell. If price breaks that support, don't sell. Sorry, if price does not break that support, don't sell, please. Don't sell. Don't sell. Because they might still want to fill this fair value gap. They might still want to push price up to fill this fair value gap. Okay, so you should wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form after this gap gets filled before you sell. I hope that's clear. Let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see the pattern we have on 4 hour. Okay, so you can see what is forming here. You can see what is forming here. This is likely going to close as what? As a shooting star. It's likely going to close as a shooting star. So if it closes as a shooting star, a bearish shooting star, you could sell gold. But if it closes as a bullish shooting star, wait for our candle to close before you sell. I hope you all can still hear me. Can you still hear me? Okay. If this closes as a shooting star, a bullish shooting star, wait for the next candle to close bearish. But if it closes as a bearish shooting star, that is the body of the candle, the body of the shooting star is bearish, you can sell. You can sell. And also you should ensure that on 15 minutes or 5 minutes, there should be a shift in market structure. On 15 minutes or 5 minutes, there should be what? Shift in market structure. So let's go to 15 minutes. Gold is very volatile. So the shift in market structure on gold, I think, would occur. Okay, this is higher low, higher low, higher low. So the shift in market structure should occur here on 15 minutes. So if you're considering selling gold, you can see the pattern we have here on 15 minutes. This is a bearish reversal pattern. This is a bearish reversal pattern on 15 minutes, but 4 hour is not set yet. 4 hour is not set yet. The mic is breaking. Is this better? 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 Let's move on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is this sound? Is this okay? So that's my take on gold. If you want to sell gold, sell below this level. Okay, sell below this level. Now calculate the risk. Let's see. This is about 100 and something pips. The risk on gold is very high. I need to consider your balance, your capital before you trade. I've said if you don't have up to $300, I do not recommend gold. I don't recommend gold. If you don't have up to $300, $400 or $500, don't trade gold. If you have anything less than $100, just focus on currency pairs. Just focus on currency pairs. Leave gold alone. If you don't have up to 300, between $300 to $500, don't trade gold. The risk on gold is very high. Gold is very volatile. Please, how is the sound? Is everything okay? Is the sound okay now? Is it okay now? Very low, very low. What do I do now? What do I do? Okay, a few minutes. The audio is very low. I think I need to put off my camera so that I will just hold the phone. Okay, a few minutes. Let me off the camera. I would have to hold my phone. How is it now? It's better, right? It's better now, right? Is it better now? The sound is still very low now. How is it now? Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? Can you hear me now? Is it better now? Please, you guys to check volume. You guys to check the volume of your device and ensure it's at its peak. Can you just confirm that the sound is okay? When you just confirm that the sound is okay, please ensure that your volume is at its peak. Please. Okay. Mr. Heavy, how is it now? Is it better now? Okay, so that's my take on gold. Which other pair do you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, Mr. Peps. Mr. Peps, you said we should look at UJ, right? UJ is bearish at the moment. Okay, UJ is bearish at the moment, but UJ is likely going to buy. From what I'm seeing, on the chart now, UJ is likely going to buy. UJ is likely going to buy. You can see a fair value gap was created here on 4-hour time frame, and this fair value gap, as you can see, it has been filled. Can you see the fair value gap on this 4-hour? It has been filled. So if a bullish reversal pattern forms after this gap has been filled, then I think it will be best to look for buy opportunity on. You can see hammer is about to form. We have to wait for this candle to close by 11. Okay, by 11. So if this closes as an hammer, if it closes as an hammer forming at a fair value gap, okay, and if it forms, then you go to 15 minutes. Let's see what we have on 15 minutes. So you can see on 15 minutes we have what's it called? This is a bullish reversal pattern on 15 minutes. This is a bullish reversal pattern. This is a spinning bottom, and this next candle engulfed this what's it called? Engulfed this spinning bottom, closed above the high. This is an indication that demand is increasing and supply is decreasing. Demand is increasing, supply is decreasing. So you should wait. I would suggest to wait for price to break this high. Okay. If you want to buy UJ, wait for price to break this high. This is 15 minutes. Let's go down to 5 minutes and 1 minute. Let's see what we have here. Okay. So this is so this is it on 5 minutes. So this will be the best area to consider buying UJ. But if you look at the difference, the risk could be too high. You're waiting for price to come to this level before you buy. Wow, from that level to this point is about 96 pips. 96. Okay, let's see 1 minute. UJ is also a very volatile pair. Very volatile. So you can work with this on 1 minute. The shift in market structure on 1 minute, I think, should occur at this point. Okay, so you could wait for 4-hour, please. You could wait for 4-hour, okay, candle to close. 4-hour candle, the next 4-hour candle will close by 1 p.m. I think 1 p.m. You could wait for that 4-hour candle to close above this level. Now, if you buy from this level, what will be the risk? Let's see, from this point, your stop loss is supposed to be at this level, which is still okay. It's about 51 pips. So you should wait for 4-hour to close above this lower high before you buy, or wait for price to pull back. As you can see on 1 minute, a fair value gap was created at this point. You can see fair value gap was created at this point. So if price pulls back to fill this fair value gap, you could buy from this fair value gap. Okay, buy from this fair value gap, and your stop loss, if you are buying from this fair value gap, you should still use 50 pips. Okay, still use 50 pips as your stop loss. If you are buying from this fair value gap, your stop loss should be what? 50 pips. After price breaks this high, this lower high, after price closes above this lower high, you can now adjust your stop loss, bring it to this low. Are you getting me? Bring it to this low. So your risk will now reduce from the initial 50 pips you used. Let's assume you entered buy from this point and price breaks out from this high. You decide to adjust your stop loss back to this place. Your risk on this trade would not be more than 15 or 20 pips. You can see that. Okay. So you either wait for price to break this high or wait for price to pull back, fill this fair value gap, and look for a buy opportunity from that gap. That's my take on USD JPY. Okay, that's my take on USD JPY. That is clear. I hope that is clear. Mr. Elvis, did you just join the class? We started with GbpUsd. Did you just join the class? Okay, we started with GbpUsd. Just hold on. Is there anything you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Is there any other pair you want to look at? Let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Okay, can you hear me now? 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 I need your response, please. Can you hear me now? All right, all right. So that's my take on GbpUsd. Okay, so you can see on GbpUsd, we have a fair value gap here. Can you see this? So price is likely going to come and fill this fair value gap. Okay, so this is the area you should be considering selling. Okay, you sell if there is breakout, if price breaks out from this zone, sell. Okay, if price breaks out from this zone, you could sell, but you should also consider the risk involved. I would love to see that price pulls back to this area for me to sell. Okay, because if I decide to wait for it to break from this resistance support before selling, my stop loss will be at this point. The risk is high, 114 pips. But if price pulls back to this area, my risk shouldn't be more than 50 pips if I see opportunity to sell from this area. So that's what I would love to see it out on GU. Okay, I want the price to pull back to this area, my stop loss 50 pips above this high. So I'll just use maybe 50 pips. If price pulls back to this area, then this level can be my first target. Since I know there's a high probability they will come for the liquidity reside at this previous low, if I sell at this point and my stop loss is 50 pips, this could be my first target. About 90 pips, that's my first target. Okay, but if I decide to sell from this point and I'm missing 100 and something pips, what will now be my take profit? What will now be my take profit? The market has already moved. This would have been a good entry for GU. This, you can see what we have here, shooting star. Then the next candlestick can go. You can see before the shooting star, you can see what we have here. Before the formation of the shooting star, several bearish reversal pattern. This shooting star was to clear all the liquidity residing at this previous high. They know a lot of retail traders would have executed trade when price was in a range. A lot of traders have executed trade, and where would they have their stop loss? Their stop loss will be residing at this highs. So what they did with this shooting star candle was to clear all the liquidity residing at this previous high. So this would have been the best entry to sell. So if you had sold GbpUsd from this point, now you would have been in a profit, let's say 53 pips, and probably the risk you would take on this trade would be about 50 pips also. You would have made some profit here. So this is not a good price to sell. Okay, I would advise you wait for price to pull back. Okay, but if that does not occur before the news is released, if by 2 p.m. price breaks out from this zone, then you can sell. You can sell GbpUsd. That's my take. I hope that is clear. Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? Is there any other pair you want us to look at? We've looked at UJ. UJ is a buy. Then if UJ is buy, we should expect buy also on GJ. Let's see GJ. What's happening on GJ? Okay, so you can see the pattern we have on GJ is similar to what we saw on USD JPY. So GJ is likely going to buy. GJ is likely going to buy. Okay, so that's my take on GJ and on UJ. Look for a buy opportunity. I hope that is clear. Any question? 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 You have any question? Let me know. So if there are no questions, then we'll have to hand down today's session. I appreciate you all for your participation. I hope you've liked the stream. And if this is your first time joining, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you'll be notified by YouTube. I dropped a video last night around 12 a.m. last night, and I shared my expectations. If you're subscribed to the channel, you would have received notification from YouTube. Okay, all this is I'm sharing with you now. I dropped it last night on my YouTube channel, so that's why it's important that you subscribe to the channel. Okay, so really appreciate you all. I appreciate you all for always showing up for the classes, and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.